Hello guys, welcome back to my weekly live video on Tuesday night. Tonight I have a very special guest. I invited my friend Catherine Barker from Integrity Mortgage Group to tell us a little bit about a special feature that could be in a mortgage. So if you're looking to lower your payments for the first 2 years, this might be something that you want to listen to. And then I have Catherine's information scrolling here at the bottom of the screen if anybody wants to get in touch with her. But let me just go ahead and bring Catherine up. Kat, welcome to my show.
Hi, Angela. It's so good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you came over to chat with us. We were chatting earlier about, what are some of the things that buyers might not be aware of, because I don't think that the typical buyer that's going in to purchase their home for the first time or even the second time might know that there's certain things that you could do with your mortgage to help lower the payments for the first 2 years. And I know with the rates having gone up and the prices of real estate also having increased within the last few years, this is something that most people could possibly, take a look at and see if it's a good fit for them. So tell us about the the 2-to-1 rate buy down program.
Okay, so the 2-to-1 rate buy down is essentially it is an option that borrowers can use to get a lower monthly payment within the first 2 years. So they are qualified using the current mortgage rates, and essentially the first year it's a 2-to-1 factor, so their interest rate will be 2% lower the first year. By the second year, it will jump up to 1%. So, for example, say we qualify and lock the borrower in at a 7% interest rate. They do the 2-to-1 buy down. Their first year, their mortgage principal and interest is going to be based off of a 5% interest rate, and by the second year, it'll go up to 6%, and by the third year, it will go back to that qualifying interest rate that we secured them in. So for our example, 7%.
Wow, that's great. So who is this program good for?
That's a great question. So this program is kind of good for both buyers and sellers. I would say it's great for sellers who are looking to, sell their home and attract buyers with a good incentive. Rather than lowering their purchase price, they can offer a credit for the borrower to, secure this 2-to-1 rate buy down option. But for the buyer standpoint, it would be great for them. Anybody who is looking to, have a lower monthly payment within the first year, maybe because they predict a more income in the future, or that they expect debt to be paid off in the future as well. It's also great for anybody who pays attention to the market and is expecting the interest rates to go down within the next couple of years. This is a great way to have that lower payment without having to come out of pocket for those costs. Because that is one thing, the sellers do have to credit this option. This isn't something that's available for buyers to, get on their own.
Right. And, we had chatted about why is this a good time to take a look at this, like in this market with everything that's going on. Do you find that that's something that's really attractive to them, to buyers?
I've had a lot of people interested in this particular financing option simply because just what we're hearing experts say, rates are expected to go back down by Q2 of 2023. So, just having that in the back of their heads, like, we can refinance later, but for now we can secure with the lower interest rate by having 2-to-1.
Nice. Okay. And who pays for this program? I know you mentioned that it does have some things that are very exact. So as to the payment of it, who pays for it?
So the sellers would be the one to credit this option, and essentially how we do it is we calculate what the difference is in the payment. So, like going back to our example, the difference between 7% and 5% on those P&I payments. That's how we calculate the cost of this, and the sellers would be the ones to credit this option.
That's awesome. Well, I can see that this would be really a great option because it would help with the marketing of their home. It would certainly be something that would be intriguing or something that I think most buyers would want to hear about if that's an incentive that a seller would give, because it would set their home apart from all the other ones that might be, what buyers might be considering when it comes time for them to purchase. If there is one that's actually going to make their payments lower for the first 2 years, that might be something worth looking at.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing, they just need to make sure that the buyers are working with a lender that can offer this program. Not every lender does.
Oh, okay. And so that's great. I want to make sure that buyers know exactly how to get in touch with you. So let's say we do have someone that's actually listening to this video and they're like, okay, well, let me find out more about that. How would they go about qualifying for something like this?
Well, they can take a look at the banner below and contact me. My number is right there below. We'll also provide my email. First step is just an application to see where you're at, see what you qualify for. Out the shopping and negotiate seller credit.
All right. Yeah. And that's the part where I would come in, when we look at the terms of the offer. A lot of people, think in terms of price. And while I always say, while price is important, you also want to look at the terms. And, if this is a term that could be negotiated and the credit that could there be paid for by the seller, that might be something that could offset the sales price. And, in the negotiation, that little bit of detail could actually make all the difference on someone selling their home. And buying their home. So
that's where your expertise comes in.
Oh, perfect. Well, we each bring our own expertise. The idea is that, anyone listening that's either in the process of buying or selling their home, please connect with me. But if you are a borrower that's looking to get approved for their mortgage, this would be an option that you can definitely talk to Catherine about. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on our video tonight. Please do share. Thanks, Kat. I look forward to seeing you back again here.
Thank you. Yes, anytime.
All right, see you soon. All right, so there we have it. I hope this week's video was beneficial, was valuable, and I hope to hear from you if you are in the market for either buying or selling a home. I hope to be your main source for that. All right, until next time, remember to be kind to one another, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.